Coach, another team trying to fight for their playoff lives. It seems like you guys are matching up with these guys every game now.
Unbelievable. I mean, every team that we're going against now, it seems like it's been playing for something. And we are too. We're trying to make sure we're in the dance and fight for position. So every game is important, and like I tell players, every possession is important. We got to treat it that way, with a sense of urgency, with like a desperate feeling. And that helps everything, whether it's closing out to the three-point shooters, guarding one-on-one, rebounding. All those things have to be done with a sense of urgency.
Last two games are probably the most contrasting styles between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Phoenix Suns. What have you learned about your team in terms of adjustments and trying to figure out flow?
Well, the key is matchups, personnel. A lot of that is personnel-driven. It's almost impossible. I mean, as much as you want JV to get out there and guard or spread five, it's physically impossible unless he changes his style of play. And that's what we're trying to do. So we got to do a better job of making sure we get the right matchups out there with those. We may have to go with a different lineup to match that. But when they're torching you like they were doing, we got to do something different. But this team here is similar to Phoenix. They spread the floor. They rely on the three. They shoot 28% of their shots are three-point shots. So we got to make sure we close out to the three-point line and do it with a sense of urgency, not just go out, I hope he missed. No, you're running out to make them run off the three-point line and then review challenge it if they do reload on you. And that's the sense of urgency we got to do to get out to the three-point shooters. And even before a guy gets it, we got to have a sense of urgency and not let him come off a screen with the rhythm, getting his mojo going as Gerald Green did. And we have the same situation tonight with Kyle Korver.
With teams loading up on DeMar even more now and getting even more physical, is it more on him or is it more on the guys setting the screens for him?
It's a little bit of everything. Yeah. Him, guys setting the screen, spacing is as much. We've got a habit of guys creeping into the paint, calling for the ball. And the old saying, spacing is offense and offense is spacing. And so we got to make sure we hold our spot and not put DeMar in trouble by creeping in and taking up his area in the paint when he comes off of pin downs. And that's what's been happening, too. So it's a little bit of everything, Michael.
Is that the biggest of the three, though, like that one? You're talking about that spacing?
That's one, setting the screen. The screen, our guys been doing a decent job of setting screen. I would say number one would be spacing. Yeah. Number two would be, would be setting the screen. And then number three is on DeMar of coming off with force, not letting them take him out of the play, not giving him the physicality.
He's hit a little bit of a lull the last week or two, and he just admitted now that maybe a year or two ago he would have been thinking it was the end of the world, but he's kind of learning how to play through these highs and lows.
Right. One thing he's learned how to do is help other people, and that's come through trial and error. That's come through learning, as you said, Eric. Not giving into the physicality. Okay, you got me on this one. Now I'm going to set somebody else up with the pass. Make the pocket pass to the roll guy. He's doing a better job of running the pick and roll action. So, like you said, him not scoring individually, he's learned to play without that.
Obviously, it's been a tough couple games for the second unit without Pat. What are you looking for from them?
Well, we got to hold serve at least. At least we got to hold serve as far as not losing. Like we had a 9-point lead, I think, or 6-point lead the other day. We've been losing that offensively as much as anything else. So we got to find a go-to player or a guy that can produce for us point-wise with that second unit, where Pat was giving us some points or at least spacing the floor for us, where it did give G opportunities to drive to the basket. And right now, it goes back to the spacing thing too.
The news on Patrick was not unexpected?
Not unexpected, no. It was one of those things that we knew it wasn't going to be ready to go right today. They said another week, and so today he's starting his basketball activities with it and starting to shoot and use it. And, probably a few more days.
Is it actually good news today, or he's out another week, but he's returning to basketball activity?
Exactly. It's good news to hear that he's getting ready to that he can do things now, which is good, and can't even get him back soon enough. But again, it's still an opportunity for other guys to step in, for Tyler, for Chuck, for those guys to come in and make an impact. and just not come in and just say, okay, I'm just getting minutes. Come in and be productive, whether it's rebounding, defend, get some layups, putbacks or whatever it is, create space. All those things are important to fill in for Pat while he's out.